Hi, it is hashtag 31 Days of Tarot, day 4 of Ethany's tarot prompts for 2018, and the prompt today is top 5 tarot books of 2017. These can be ones I've purchased and or that got released in 2017. So, sorry, phone was beeping. So I have a couple of books here to talk about, but I did want to mention is technically not this year, but I do love the Tarot Handbook by Angelus Arian. Just an honorable mention. It's not for 2017, but it can apply across the board, right? Excuse me. And then another one that this has been amazing. I just was able to start really getting into it at the end of 2017 was excuse my printing error, but the Tarot and Shadow Work for Activating Dynamic Power by Benabel Wynn. I do not have any of her other books, but it makes me want to go out and buy them. This is amazing. This is a course that is on Ethany's Tarot Summer School. I think it's a year-round course. You could purchase it anytime, and then you can do a PDF, or it has instructions in the course on how to print off this huge book that she made for this course. It is, and I think the course is like $30. It is an incredible value. So it is really, really powerful, and I love it because it's not just with tarot, but it's just this is like an official first book looking into shadow work, and I absolutely am blown away by how it comes at it, and it is so beautiful. It's only for our benefit to embrace and heal our shadow self, all of our, all the sides of our shadow. So shadow work is much to our benefit for empowering us and helping us, I guess, come more into self-love. So from even that aspect, but it's not just with tarot, but the fact that tarot is involved, and there's all, and Qigong, which I love Qigong, is used in this, as well as hand mudras, as well as like chakras and things of that nature. It's like all this metaphysical yumminess is put into this book. So I just had a shout out. So it's not specifically like learning more about tarot, but like in regards to shadow work, which tarot is very much like a tool for that. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So there. This is the book I recommend. But aside from that, the rest and the other two standalones I have, I kind of just, I haven't actually read these all cover to cover. I kind of just like gone through them. It's kind of like you read a chapter and you're like, okay, that was really in depth, and you kind of just sit with it for a while. But the tarot and astrology book, I love this, just to get, I like how astrology ties into tarot. It's one of my favorite, I guess, disciplines that comes into tarot. So I like it just for that, and just to get some more information about that, because I feel like if you know the planetary and planetary aspects with the cards and representations with all the signs and the planets, I feel like it only helps deepen your knowledge and your expertise and the wisdom you can glean from the cards. It just helps you go deeper into the archetypes if you see it from an aspect with using astrology and tarot together. It's like, I feel like it's only to our benefit. So I recommend that as well. And then the other one, and this one I just kind of like, I use this for reference on myself, or for myself, is the Rachel Pollack, the Tarot Wisdom. Yeah, this is like, if you just read up on one card, you will be, again, blown away and just have to like kind of sit with it for a while. So it's not like, I can't just like sit and just read this book for hours on end. It's just so in depth. I'm like one card and I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm good. So it's very, like one chapter is very filling, but it is really beautiful, and it's very, it's like a practical way of looking at spirituality through tarot, and just getting, again, like tarot wisdom. I really, really love it. And I have not read her other book, the 78 Degrees of Wisdom, but I know a lot of people do recommend it, but I have quite enjoyed this book just from the spiritual aspect with the cards to go deeper. And then I have So that's 3. I was going to recommend these next 2 are actual guidebooks that come with tarot decks that I have enjoyed the most for 2017 is the Star Child Tarot and the Lumina. They're both kind of like similar size messages too. Actually, Lumina might have more words, but I adore the messages in these guidebooks, and especially with the Star Child, I feel like it's definitely necessary with it. But you can see how like each card has a page. I think the majors have 2 pages worth, and then you'll get the with the majors you get the. Let me show you. You'll get chakras, gemstones, astrological, planetary representations, symbols, and guides. So it's it goes really in depth, but the messages are always so good. It's kind of like I don't know. I just love both of their spins on it. So yeah, Lumina and Star Child, really, really, really recommend. So technically that is my 5, but I was also going to say just for honorable mentions, I don't really use these a whole lot, but these would always stay on my bookshelf. The Star Tarot, which is super in depth, and the Phantasmagoria. I haven't used them a lot. They're more like my reference books. Like, oh, I kind of want to learn more about this one card in particular. Like, these are really, really, really good. Just to if you have those decks. And honestly, I said this. I got the Tarot of Vampires for the book, for the book alone. So it's just really, both of these are really juicy, and I love the Star Tarot because it also goes into astrological. It goes even deeper into the astrological symbolism than you see. Phantasmagoria does as well, but not every guidebook will go super deep into combining astrology. But if it combines astrology, I really like it. This one also goes into the Star Tarot goes into like moon phases as well in depth with the cards. So either way, and she talks a lot about all the symbolism within the cards. So not every deck does that, but she'll go into a lot of symbolism with the cards, so you just get a better grasp for the meanings and all of that. So and then let me just say 2 honorable mentions of other guidebooks that I enjoyed for this last year was, and I ended up trading that copy of it, but Barbara Moore's Shadowscapes. I love that book. It's not so much for the details in the descriptions. It's more just the way she describes the energy of the cards. It's very poetic, and I love how she brings up this. It brings up like a feeling, and it's not intellectual. It's more of a feeling with the cards, and it's like a story is within each card, and I love how she portrays it. I just feel like it's so beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I was like, I need to get that book again because I just miss it, because it just helped me not go so scientific with like traditional meanings. It just kind of let me actually get a feel, like a true feel for the cards. Like, okay, I know that feeling with this card. So it's not just, an idea, or it's not just, intellectual thought capacity. So, and then also another book, I really enjoyed the Bonefire Tarot as well, Gabby Angus West. So I just thought I'd throw those out there. So I really did enjoy those guidebooks, and that one's really juicy and meaty, and I love Gabby Angus West, her writing style. It's very down to earth, and not nonchalant, and it's not too. It doesn't take it. That book doesn't take itself too seriously, so I really like it for that. So those are the books for the tarot books I have enjoyed for 2017, and yeah, I can't wait to see everybody else's. It's always good to every book, every deck, every tarot guidebook can just help you go, get a new meaning, a new perspective on the cards, and I can never get enough of that. So I hope everyone's having a great January.